what happened on Monday night?
Just be more aggressive, other guys make some plays and just be more aggressive, I think.
Okay, Eddie?
Yeah, Luka, season high points in the paint for the team. What did you guys see? Obviously, you had the back door working with KP and some other players. Did you see something that you thought you could exploit there?
I mean, obviously I couldn't do much because every time I was down the court, they were boxing one or they were double teaming. So I had 2-3 players on me every time. But that's why the paint was so open, I think they forget we got 5 players on the court. So that's why we had the season high points in the paint.
Okay, Kevin?
Hey, Luka, obviously tonight had 11 assists. Can you talk about the adjustments that you had to make personally, obviously seeing the different coverages as far as defense is concerned and being able to get your teammates involved? How important is that for you to make those adjustments on the fly there?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not everything about scoring, They were, like I said, double teaming every time or playing box and one. So a lot of players were open. I don't think it's just the assist, it's always, there's sometimes, a lot of times an extra pass and it's not always the assist, so we just play out of there. It's probably easier basketball, more space, and just play 4-on-4.
Okay, we'll move to...
Great wrap up there from the players, and there it is. You've heard everybody talking about the defensive player of the game, Willie Cauley-Stein, the first one to bring home it's an actual belt, said. Love it.
It's a good belt right there. You have that belt, Jeff?
No, but the champ is here.
The champ is here, and it does, as Trey Burke was saying, there's this motivation to really keep it up on that end of the court. They were not about to lose tonight, as he told us.
No, they looked aggressive as they came out. You can tell they were kind of tired of losing, just really locked into their details and what they needed to do, and you can tell they're picking up full court. They're back to being active defensively. It was great to see.
First, on paper, they were supposed to beat the Pacers no matter what lineup they put out there. I mean, you have Luka Doncic, KP, and also healthy Tim Hardaway Jr. You got a chance to really win some basketball games, and I think it was just the little things, Danny, that they took care of, like as Devin alerted to, making sure they covered where they were supposed to cover, making sure the ball was moved around, and then just having a little fun. Not really think about the 3 losses in a row or who's here, who's not. Let's have some fun on that court. And as you see, the focus of Willie Cauley-Stein was so locked in that he even forgot about the belt.
He sure did. It's feel better, yeah. I'm sure, to get that award at the end of the night. Well, they've got their hands full coming up. The road trip continues down south, San Antonio. First time to match up with Pop and company. This will be a good one. We'll have it for you. Pre-game coverage coming your way at 7 o'clock right here on Fox Sports.
Led to you guys winning this game.
It was big for us. He was a little down on himself about some of the alley-oops that he missed. And afterwards, we were looking at him like it wasn't like crazy shit. He wasn't showing it, wearing it on his sleeve, but we could tell he was still upset about something. This was before they presented him the belt. And then he got presented the belt. And he just was kind of talking to us like, hey, I was in my own kind of world, kind of upset that I missed, a lot of them oops. And didn't even realize how much of an impact I was making on the other end. And that's what we're going to need from him. Sometimes every game has a different flavor. And tonight, not only was he big, in a couple of possessions on offense, but he was tremendous for us on defense. And, I think that's something that I feel like is good for us going forward is, rewarding somebody for being a player of the game on that end of the court because it keeps us engaged.
Hey, Trey, just for the way this team has always been able to shoot the ball, and it's been struggling to shoot the ball here lately. But it's those threes that you made at the start of the fourth quarter really seemed not only to give you a lift, but it seemed to really get your team excited. And then that translated to the defensive end when you hold them to 20 points in the fourth quarter.
Yes. Like you said, we try to, have short-term memory. We got a team full of shooters, like you said, and I think over the last week or two, we haven't shot the ball well, and I think the beauty of it is, the coaching staff, everybody, guys on the team is encouraging everybody, 1 through 5, whoever's on the court. Guys that's been, shooting and missing. We just keep encouraging each other. We know we can make those shots. If teams want to play boxing 1, we know it's going to be open 3s. So we're just adjusting to whatever they're throwing at us. And tonight, they played boxing 1. They saw that Toronto was a little successful with it, and we had a plan for it. So it wasn't even like we were thinking about it. I think we got going early, and it kind of led throughout the whole game. And every time somebody had an open look, we didn't hesitate. I think as of late, we kind of been hesitating to take that shot. It has been resulting to us not shooting the way that we're capable of shooting. So we're going to have to continue to build off tonight, and guys just going to have to step into those shots and knock them down. We know we can make them.
Valencia?
Hey, appreciate you taking the time tonight, Trey. Coach said it was all about the fight level. Talk about how you guys are able to keep those open lines of communication during the game and how that leads you to stay consistent on the defensive end.
Well, we know that it's not a game of perfect, so we know it's going to be times throughout the game where we're going to kind of bump heads with each other. Guys is going to start arguing a little bit. It's not a perfect game. We don't get to go out there and kind of get the cut. It's raw creation. So we have to understand that. We have to understand there's going to be mistakes being made. And tonight we knew we was on a 3-game losing streak. We weren't trying to lose tonight. I think he told us before the game that last year, I don't think, before I got to the team, we didn't lose 2 games in a row. And, us just hearing that we were on a 3-game losing streak, the first time for 2 years, we wanted to change that. We wanted to get back on the winning side of the column. So we knew it wasn't going to be easy. Us obviously being on the road, they had some fans out there. And we just stuck together. I think we grew tonight as a team, though, for sure.
All right, awesome. Thanks,
And good evening. Can you take us inside the mind and the confidence of a shooter? I obviously struggled the last game against the Raptors, but come back tonight with a good performance. Can you take us inside the mind of a confident shooter and why it's important to maintain that confidence as a shooter?
I think it's just, first and foremost, it starts with your teammates. Them encouraging you to keep on shooting. This is what you're on the team for, knock down shots when you're open. And I was just trying to do the best I could out there to just compete on both ends of the floor, try to get stops, try to just find a way just to get myself going. And once Trill came and set that ball screen for me, and I rose up, and the ball took a lucky bounce on the rim, and it dropped in, I felt really good after that. So it starts with my teammates and the coaching staff, and they just keep that instilled in my mind the whole time.
Brad?
Yeah, Tim, if you don't mind, kind of an off-the-court question. Been wondering about you guys on the road. You've spent so much time on the road, and you've got these new protocols that are even more restrictive. And Damon Lillard said the other day, it's like living in a box.
Yeah.
I wonder what you're kind of doing to keep things normalized while you're in your hotel room a lot.
Well, for us as a team, everybody knows if people were following us while we're in the bubble, we're an active team off the floor. We love to be around one another. We love to go to dinner. We love to hang out with one another. So it's kind of tough to do that when you're isolated basically in your hotel rooms, and you can only come out when it's food and you can't really walk outside to catch some fresh air. It's tough. So we just have to do the best we can. Everybody's in the same boat as us, and we just gotta roll with it. This is the circumstances that we're under, and